right, shalom, shalom. Before I begin, I want to start off first by giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to my teachers, the head elders and apostles, the great millstone, peace, blessing, and salutations to the hopeful elect. And I want to do a lesson, all right, through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, of course. All right, going into how we ought to be in these last days. Right, how we ought to be in these last days, because as you can clearly see, what times we're living in, all right, we're living in a time of 2 Timothy, the 3rd chapter. Here, let me get it real quick. And like scripture say, man, there's a time and a season for everything, which I'm going to get that too, right? There's a time and a season for everything, and now is just not the time to be, now is the time to be getting ready for the battle, getting ready for the great evil that's about to befall the planet Earth, man. That's what men and persons you ought to be, right? Building your relationship with the Lord, all right? Putting off the lust of the flesh, right? Start doing that which is pleasing. Start doing that which is lawful, right, and pleasing in the eyes of the Lord, man. That's what men or persons you ought to be in these last days, man. Right? Because it's finna get crazy out here, man. You know, it's finna get crazy out here. Now is not the time to be in the house of mirth, man. You know, the scriptures say, it is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of mirth. Let me hold that on deck real quick. Because too many of our people, man, their focus is not on the right things, man. Their focus is not on, like I said, the right thing, man. Their focus is on folly, man. Their mindset is on folly. They're in the house of mirth, man. And that's not the right spirit to be in these latter days, man. Like I quoted, like we're going to read, there's a time and a season for everything, man. Now is not the time to be partying it up. Now is not the time to be living it up. Now is not the time to be trying to have fun all the time, man. Right? Now is not the time to be, like scripture tells us, man, about being watchful, about being sober, about being vigilant, being circumspect, man, being watchful, being attentive, all right, being alert. That's the time. That's the man of persons we ought to be, man. You know, in a serious, more solemn mindset. That's how we should be in these latter days, man. Getting ready, getting prepared for the crazy shit that we about to see on the planet Earth, man. Getting ready, preparing ourselves, man, mentally and spiritually for the crazy shit we're about to go through. This ain't the time of joking, man. This ain't the time of just constantly playing games, man. Playing games all the damn time, man. We're finna enter into some very heavy times, man. Some very tough times. And if you ain't got the Lord on your side, you're gonna crumble like a cookie. I've been saying it, my past lessons, man. You know, if you ain't got the Lord on your side, the Lord gonna have you crumble, man. That's why scripture say wisdom and knowledge being the stability of thine times. You need to be trying to learn this wisdom and knowledge and understanding while you still have access to it. Because scripture talk about a famine, all right? Not a famine of bread and water, but a famine of hearing the words of the Lord, man. All right? And the only stability, the only thing that's going to keep you stable, right, in the times in this great time of trouble that we're entering into, Jacob's trouble, right, when shit hits the fan, when shit really hits the fan, the only thing that's going to have you stable is this wisdom, knowledge, understanding. The wisdom and knowledge, understanding of the scriptures, the wisdom and knowledge, understanding of prophecy. That's why we're stable right now. That's why we see these various things going on, these wars and rumors of wars, earthquakes, right? We see these various things going on that contribute to biblical prophecy, right? And we rejoice. We rejoice. All right? We ain't bugging out, like the lesson me and the brothers did like a week or two ago. All right, probably like 2 weeks ago. About when I think Iran first shot their missiles on Israel, right? People was looking up, is World War III gonna happen? All right, they was basically bugging out, man. It was bugging out, man. Scared. They wasn't stable. They didn't have the stability. But if they had this wisdom, knowledge, understanding, then they wouldn't be bugging out. they wouldn't be bugging out at the how bad life is right now. That's why you got people going on TikTok, all right, crying and signing, crying and complaining about how hard life is, right? How the cost of living, is just out of, how the cost of living is just so high, right? It's just so stressful out here. Life sucks. All right. See, yeah, like, hey, but we've been telling you that's the reality of America, man. You just didn't listen, man. You didn't want to listen. Now look at you, crying, because you trusted in America. And let's Scripture say, man, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. That was talking about Jake. But you got Jake on, also doing that, man, on these TikToks, signing, crying, complaining about how the cost of living is just, outrageous. All right. The only ones, see, we're not doing that because we have the wisdom and knowledge and understanding to keep us stable. All right. We understand that this is prophecy. We understand that, everything, like, life is about to get bad out here, man. Life is only going to get worse. The cost of everything is only going to increase. All right. The food shortage is only going to increase. All right. Businesses only going to shut down more layoffs. Right. Life is only going to get harder, man. It's only going to get worse out here. Right. So what man of persons ought you to be, Jake? What man of persons ought you to be in these last days, man? It's going to get hectic out here. And you do not, I'm telling you, you do not want to go through the time of Jacob's trouble. But you don't want to go through that shit by yourself, man. You do not want to go through the time of Jacob's trouble without the Lord on your side. Because you will crumble. If you do not have Yahweh Shah on your side, when all hell breaks loose, you will fold. You will crumble. You will crumble. And that's just facts. No matter who you is, you could be fucking Mike Tyson. You could be the baddest man on the planet Earth. You could be the biggest bodybuilder on the planet Earth. You could be the most lethal assassin on the fucking planet Earth. You could be Hitman. You could be Agent Zero. You could be Agent 00 from Hitman. All right? It don't fucking matter, man. You're going to crumble. You could be fucking Thanos. All right? If you ain't got the protection, if you don't have Yahweh Shah on your side, you will crumble, all right? It's like if all the rambling. But this book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 2. I'm going to go straight to the point, verse 2. It says, it is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting. For that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to heart. Yeah, it says, for it is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting, man. And like I said, so many of our people, they got the spirit of, they're in the spirit of feasting, man. They're in the house of feasting. They're trying to have fun all the time. Like that nigga Biggie Small said, all you want to do is party and bullshit. That's the mindset of the average 2/3 out here, man. Of the average Jake. All they want to do is just fucking party and bullshit. All they want to do is just, just go to the club or, go to the block party or be all up on social media doing some stupid shit for the internet, man. Like I said, folly, man. Straight up fucking folly. Foolishness. That's what our people would rather be involved in, man. Folly. And that's what majority of our people are involved in. Folly. That's why they're involved, their focus is on what? This whole rap beef, Kendrick Lamar and a Drake. That's what their focus is on. That fucking fake ass rap beef or this shit going on with P. Diddy. Right? But whatever, man. Some drama in the entertainment world. Some shit that don't even fucking matter. Some shit that's not gonna matter. Cause when all hell break loose, you ain't gonna be talking about no motherfucking Kendrick Lamar and Drake. You ain't gonna be talking about no P. Diddy. You ain't gonna be talking about no NBA YoungBoy. All right. Whoever else, Ryan Garcia. You ain't gonna be talking about these dudes. Ain't nobody gonna be thinking about these dudes. And even in the kingdom of heaven, ain't nobody gonna be thinking about these dudes. It's great to say how the fashion of this world pass away. So all them collectibles, all them achievements that these celebrities thought was worthwhile achieving, all them NBA rings LeBron James got, Bill Russell got, all them NBA championships they won, all the MVP awards. Kobe Bryant won. You know, all of that, man. Michael Jordan, it was he 6-0 in the Michael Jordan 6-0 in the finals. So all that shit is talked about in this world, man. But in the world to come, man, nobody be talking about no fucking Michael Jordan, man. You know how Wilt Chamberlain scored 100 points in one game. Ain't nobody be talking about that shit, man. You know. You know how such and such just hit a triple double. How Russell Westbrook got the most triple doubles in a single season. Ain't nobody be talking about that bullshit, man. You know? Or how many Super Bowls Tom Brady won. Ain't nobody talking about that, man. But that's what our people focus on now, man. You know, they'll have an hour-long conversation about how LeBron James is the best basketball player in the world. But when it comes to the scriptures, they can't. When it comes to the scriptures, they can't talk about it for a second, man. You know, they don't know the scriptures, man. But you know all of LeBron James stats, man. That ain't nothing fucking important, man. You know what I'm saying? Jake focuses on the wrong things, man. You know? You know all of LeBron's stats since he first got into the NBA, since 2003. You know all of LeBron's stats. You know every team he went against his first NBA game all the way up until now. You know every team he faced. You know how many points he scored each game. You know his average each season. You know all of that. Bro, that is not what you need to be focused on, man. That shit is not important, man. Like, what do you think? You think that's gonna bring you salvation? You think knowing how many points LeBron James scored against the Suns, you know, in his first year coming to the NBA, you think that shit gonna get you salvation, man? No, man. All right. You think that's what's gonna keep you stable in the day of Jacob's trouble? Hell no, man. You know LeBron James stats back and forth, man. Hell no, man. Front and back, you know all of LeBron James stats. No, man. Right? Verse 3 says, sorrow is better than laughter, for by sadness of the countenance the heart is made better. Yeah, you're more serious, man. You're more in a solemn state of mind, a more serious state of mind. That's how we need to be in these times, man. We don't need to be in the time, like I said, you know, brothers get together, they laugh, they have a good time, but like just being like our mindset being focused on just having a good time. No, that ain't the type of spirit we need to be in. That ain't the spirit we need to be in, man. You know, you just focus on folly all the goddamn time, every day, man. You know, every day you just focus on some like that shit that don't even fucking matter, man. Bullshit, folly, foolishness. That's what your mind is focused on, man. That's what men of persons you want to be, man. That's what your focus is on, man. You know, that's what catches your eye, and that's not how it's supposed to be, man. This wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is what you need to be focused on, all right? Verse 4, it says, the heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. It is better to hear the rebuke of the wise than for a man to hear the song of fools. All right, so yeah, the heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. All right? So if you're wise, you will be in the house of mourning, man, in a more serious state of mind, all right? So that was that. There was something else I said I was going to pull out. Yeah, real quick. Real quick, 2 Timothy 3 and verse 1, it says, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. Right, and the word perilous, when we look it up, it means dangerous. So we're living in those last days, man. The Lord, Yahushua, he told us things that we were going to see, or he told his disciples things that they were going to see, which that's, you know, obviously the things that are in the foretime around for our learning. So we read various things that the Lord told us we was going to see in these latter days to let us know, you know, to let us know that we're living in the last days. And we see those signs, man. We see those signs popping like crazy, man. We see those signs showing like crazy, man. like to the max. So there's no way you can say we're not living in the last days, man. If you've been living under a fucking rock, all right? Maybe if you've been living under a rock, I don't know where you've been your whole entire life, but you can clearly see what times we're living in, man. You know, if you got some type of sense, all right? This book of Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1, it says, to everything there's a season, and to every time, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. So there's a time and a season for everything, man. All right? Verse 2, it says, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up. And we're not living in a time where we need to be building up our own communities or building up our own schools or building up some type of, status or whatever. This ain't, no, man. We're not supposed to be in that spirit, man. Trying to build up, trying to build up our bank account, trying to become a multimillionaire, trying to get your own business. No, man, that's just not the mindset we need to be in, man. There's a time and season for everything, man. Now is not the time for you to be trying to come up with a plan to where you could be, to where you could be acclimated to America for another 25, 50 years. You thinking about, starting a life here in America. That's not the spirit you need to be in, man. If you're in the spirit of you trying to save up enough money so that your kids can go to college or you create generational wealth. No, man. It's not a time for that, all right? Verse 4 says, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance. And we're in a time where we need to be mourning, and weeping, This is not the time of laughing and dancing and singing and enjoying and rejoicing. Like I said, brothers get together and brothers do that. Brothers laugh. Brothers have a good time. Shit, brothers may even dance. All right? But ultimately, our mindset, we're in a solemn state of mind. Ultimately, man. Overall, we're in a serious state of mind. We understand that all hell could break loose at any moment. Shit can pop off. Shit can hit the fan when we least expect it. All right? That's why we, day by day, each day we wake up, we continuously try to build a stronger relationship with the Lord, man. Each day, we're still in this truth, man. We build our relationship stronger and stronger, man. Trying to get stronger and stronger, serving the Lord, trying to serve the Lord, deeper and deeper, man. So yeah, there's a time and a season for everything, all right? Verse 5 says, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to get and a time to lose. Now is not the time to get, man. Now is the time that we're going to lose, man. And we are going to lose. We're going to lose a lot. We're going to lose, when Esau comes down with that great wrath, all right, and basically makes it hard for you to live without the C hip, without the MOTB, that's going to be the time where you're going to have to lose. You're going to have to lose certain things. It may be family members, children, women. Definitely going to lose comforts, certain comforts, right? Because think about it. Without the C hip, we're not going to be able to pay our bills. We're not going to be able to pay, brothers may have car notes, We're not going to be able to work, have jobs, all right? So we're in a time where we need to be prepared of losing, man. Not prepared to be getting or trying to keep something. Oh, that's why I think even Apostle Paul said, they that have wives be as though they had none. They that possess be as though they possess not. Right? Because this is not the time to keep. This is not the time to be, thinking you're going to, really succeed on this side. That's not the time that we're living in, man. That's not the mindset you should be in, all right? It says a time to get and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to cast away, a time to rent and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. And that peace comes in the kingdom of heaven, man. But right now we're just in the time of war, all right? And it's just that simple, man, all right? So one more, all right? 2 Peter chapter 3, and I'm going to go straight to the point. Verse 11 says, seeing then all these things shall be dissolved, What manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? All right. I'm reading the NLT. 2 Peter 3 in the NLT says, since everything around us is going to be destroyed like this, what holy and godly lives you should live. Woo! Beautiful. That's what men of person we ought to be, man. Living godly, holy lifestyle, right? Which the word holy means separate, right? And how do you be separate? What's separate? The law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord. That's what made us separate from the heathen, right? So that's what kind of lifestyle you need to be living. Walking after these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. Like I said, building your relationship with the Heavenly Father, the true Heavenly Father, man. Not this fake, false Christian God that they like to portray. No, not him. I'm talking about the true God of the Bible, right? The God of the Israelites, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Your God, Jake. That's who you need to be trying to get closer with. You need to be building your relationship with him. It may be you shall be here in the day of the Lord's anger, right? Right? So, yeah, I just want to touch on that real quick, man. Like, hey, what men of persons ought you to be in these last days, man? There's a time and a season for everything, and now it's just not the time to, it's not the time to be focused on bullshit, man. You need to be getting yourself prepared for this hell that's about to befall the planet Earth, man. You need to be getting yourself prepared for the said evils from the said perils that's about to befall the planet Earth. Okay, so Lord's willing to edifying, all right? So with that, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah Bahashem, Rekah Kodash. Double honor to my teachers, the head doubters, and apostles, a great millstone, and peace, blessings, salutations to the whole full elect, all right? Shalom.